chosen ones don't exist. Well, you guys can see I'm wearing my Hurricanes hat. I mean, wanted them to win it, but I'm past it. And I'll be wearing my All Blacks jersey loud and proud when I go to the All Blacks versus Argentina in August and the All Blacks versus Australia in September. Okay, so chosen ones don't exist. I got this today because I went and did my washing, and so before I do my washing, as in like do it up and put it away, whenever I feel, I just pull my tarots. I got 3 because I went through a phase of, well, it's still there. I mean, I acknowledge it, but the whole tribal thing is, it's just because how the rest of the world functions, but really it doesn't. We're all one human race. But I got a Māori deck, and I got a Norse mythology deck, and I got a Celtic deck. And what I do is, whenever I feel the prompting, and I'm going to just keep going until I run out, whenever I feel the prompting, I just pull one. I pull one from each deck. I don't know what it is. I just pull the nearest one, or whatever, and see what we got. Since I pulled it like about a week ago, might as well. This one came from the thing I like about the Māori deck is, well, I didn't like it when I first got it, but now I do. Is it's not all Māori stuff. They have this stuff from all around the world. It's just done by Māori people. But here's an Egyptian example. High Priestess. And this is my most recent pulling. It's from the Norse mythology one, 8 of Cups. And from the Celtic one, the Lovers. And these are all the ones I've pulled so far, but I just pull them as, So, what do I mean by chosen ones don't exist? Well, it's viewed, well, who knows about the previous lives and all this type of thing. My thing is we don't know what happens when we die, but the thing is I know that God is loving. The real God is loving, and there's nothing to fear after death. It's either we're going to live on in our memories, or I choose to believe that we live on. But I don't think that if you have lived a moral life and you didn't live a life of hurting other people and stuff, and you had morals and you just went out there to live your life, I don't see why the Creator, or God or Goddess, or whatever it is you believe in, would punish you for that, just because maybe you had a different understanding of what actually is. You might have got some things right and some things wrong, or you might have been all wrong, or you might have been fully correct right. But why would the Creator punish you because of you operating out of that? So we got that out of the way. I've seen some recordings when I was watching them, because it's always good to have a good strong mindset. It's always good to have a good strong mindset, because life's tough, life's hard, you know what I mean? And good to have realistic goals. And I was always told from the high majority of people I was just going to amount to nothing, or they just didn't take me seriously. There was the odd few who did, but then even they would change, or didn't understand why I made the decisions I made when I was trying to prove myself. Now it's just like I got nothing to prove, just want to live my best life. And it's like, I may not be the wealthiest person in the world, but once I'm earning double the amount of the average person, and then it's about maintaining that, never dropping under 6 figures, and then just going up, steadily going up, and never dropping back down. So I'm going to remain in security and just build up that way, And this chosen one thing was like about the crystalline body. It was like you may wake up at night time and be drenched in sweat, and you might need to run to the toilet because you didn't know you need to go, and then all of a sudden you did. Or you may end up sleepwalking, or you may end up doing this and that. This is just your body becoming, getting rid of the things and becoming crystalline body. Society says that people who have these issues are actually sick, they need help, but no. This is the higher dimensions. You're getting rid of the lower dimensional things in your body, because whatever dimension you are now, you're elevating to higher dimensions, and so therefore your body is doing this. Well, I had this happening to me throughout my entire life at different stages. It's part of the autism and stuff. And then the next recordings were talking about how the chosen ones are neurologically wired differently in the brain. This is why they cannot fit in, which is why they must develop a strong inner world, which is true. We have a very strong inner world because we haven't received the validation externally. You're lucky if you had parents who accepted you, and you're really lucky if your siblings did. But whether your family accepted you or not, one thing is for certain, that you would have had a hard time with the world at large, just because of lack of understanding, and because you're different. And because you're different, that means that for you to prosper, it's not the same as what it looks like for other people to prosper. So if you want to prosper, you have to do things differently. So that means you don't fit the mold, which means you upset the apple cart and you upset the system. And because most people have a whole bunch of people, maybe not like heaps and stuff, but they'll have like their parents and their siblings and their partner and a few friends. They'll tell them they're awesome, and they get along with each other. And they might have arguments every here and there, but fun stuff. And when you've had to rely fully on developing your own self-confidence, you know what I mean? So that's true. And a lot of it's funny because there's a lot of autistic people and ADHD people who are Christian. Some are Hindu. I've met some Hindu ones. I've met some Muslim ones, some Christian ones, and I met some atheists. And ADHD is more common amongst Māori than it is European, because it's a hunter-gatherer mindset, and it's even more common amongst Africans than it is with Māoris. So, with European men, it's like 1 in 100, and with African men, it's like 12 in 100. Or is it 1 in every 8, or is it 1 in every 12? Either way, it's one more. So this whole thing that the chosen ones are neurologically wired differently in the brain, they got all that body stuff going on. Well, if that's the case, then I was chosen my whole entire life. And they say like, oh, you're going to elevate, you guys got this big breakthrough thing. Well, I'm 36 years old, and I finally got to the point of being an average person in regards to making money and living outside of home and all this type of thing. Well, actually, I've been average for a while, but always been pushing to be more. But there was times when I was like just, wasn't measuring up. Things weren't connecting. But now it's like I'm average, and now I'm getting started. Like I feel like I'm halfway to the goals of where I want to be, but now I've got like slightly bigger ones. And I think once I get to the ones where I'm going to be, it's just keep developing. Like every 6 months or like every year, do something that's like, if I put this effort in, by the end of this year, it's going to elevate me to the next level, like an extra grand a week or something, but it won't happen until like a year's time. And then just do that for 5 years, and then maintain that afterwards, and then live this really good life. So this whole idea that the chosen because we're chosen and all this, if that's your mindset and that's what works, then you need to keep that, because playing victim is not an option. And even my past mindsets were good. Like it was like, I was chosen from God. I was not of this world, in this world, not of this world, but like God had this big purpose and plan for my life. So I never quit, and now I'm at where I'm at now. So yeah.